everyone. Thank you for watching. Sorry it's been a while since I posted, but I've been fighting illness for a few weeks and I just haven't been feeling well enough to post. But I have read two books that I'll get to in the next couple of days. The first one is another John Green, another one of his nonfictions. Love his nonfiction. Like I said, I always love Crash Course, watching that, learned so much. This one is called Everything is Tuberculosis, which I want to sing like the Lego movie. Everything is tuberculosis. So it's the history and persistence of our deadliest infection, which is so true. We thought, it was eradicated. Spoiler alert, it is not. And I do have some post-it notes because I do want to use it for my AP Lit class. So it just talks about everything comes back to this deadly disease. Now it is curable, but the problem is inequality. So he starts out with this boy, Henry, who is suffering from tuberculosis. Once you get it, your immune system responds in different ways, and the antibiotic treatment depends on what type of tuberculosis you got, where it's located in your body, because we do, yes, associate it with our lungs, but it can go anywhere in your body, which makes it that much more serious. So just because of where he is, Sierra Leone, government is in flux, doesn't have the resources, and John Green is there learning about tuberculosis and just wondering, why can't we all come together to solve it? So he goes through the history of tuberculosis, also known as consumption. And there are just some things that I want to touch upon. So what I found the most interesting is tuberculosis, particularly in women, has become the beauty standard for women. Think about it. You waste away, so you're very skinny. You're indoors all the time, so you're pale, and you're weak. You have bright red cheeks, and again, you're compared with the complexion of paleness. It's just this beauty standard that really is interesting, that it's based on a deadly disease. And why do we consider that to be beautiful? And so again, he talks about that, talks about the Adirondack chair. So living close to the Adirondacks, I'm like, what does the Adirondack chair have to do with tuberculosis? Well, because they knew it had something to do with air, and it does, it's transported through air. They wanted the patients out in the great outdoors, Adirondack Mountains, but because they couldn't sit up for long periods of time, it had to be a little bit relaxed with the feet up a little bit. So that's where the Adirondack chair was invented. So I just thought that was interesting as well. And he does talk about what we can do in the 21st century to eradicate this disease. But again, people aren't going to make as much money as they're making. We might not have we'll still have billionaires, but they'll just have to share more of it. And again, just the research needs to be there, and there's just no funding because everybody's like, well, we've eradicated it. Why take a look at it? We haven't eradicated it, and it's still a major health issue. And we just kind of follow Henry's journey because he is very sick, and we'll see if he survives. I don't want to ruin it for you. So again, this is another John Green nonfiction called Everything is Tuberculosis, and I just find it interesting just how it connected all throughout history. Okay, thank you for watching. Like, share, or subscribe.